Here we are in Glastonbury, as you can see. And I'm about to go into the Glastonbury Abbey. It's quite sunny today, which is lovely. So we're about to go into the Glastonbury Abbey, and I'm not sure if anything fabulous is going to happen, but I know that a lot of people have had incredible experiences here. So I'm about to go check it out. What do we have here? It's a secret garden. Well, not too secret. A little overgrown, but so beautiful. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Whoa. Amazing. Look at this bust here. Kind of feels Jesus-y a little bit. Little parts and pieces. An ancient church built by no human skills. The old whatchamadoodle. Can I take a film of you? This is Luke, dressed in the appropriate attire for the Glastonbury Abbey. Quite handsome. You're welcome. That's interesting. Look at that. Whoa. This is what it maybe once looked like. And there's a model over there, so I can show it. Oh, wow, and the tour behind it, so beautiful. It's so interesting because I really didn't understand how much religious artifacts would be a part of my tour here. Just never occurred to me. And yet, everywhere I go, it seems that I am going to these places. Wow, look at that. Glass. Jars. Everywhere I go, it seems that I am coming across these magical places that have been preserved on some level. Or what is left of them anyway, is quite frankly, oh, look at there, a grave marker of a Templar. Boosh. Fancy that. There's a lot of Templar energy here. The codes that need to come back online, quite frankly. The Christ codes, the keeper of the Christ codes, before they were manipulated and, what's the word I'm looking for? Manipulated and doctored by the powers that be. There's these little monks grandly constructed to entice the dullest minds to prayer. These little faces. I think it's funny how they phrase that, don't you? The dullest minds to prayer. Look at this. Breathtaking. What it once may have looked like, with all the monks singing. This is fascinating, but I want to get outside to the ruins. I want to feel it. I want to feel it. I'm in one of those moods today where I'm getting quite bored very quickly. Not really bored, but like I want to move. I want to move my body, and I want to experience things. This must have taken forever to carve. I mean, seriously. Really makes you appreciate history on a whole nother level. Especially with the Mandela effect happening now. It's like here's evidence and proof that these things existed as they did, you know? Whereas you can't really change reality when it's physically in front of you. I mean, you can, clearly, right? But it's a fascinating thing to think that, oh, and look, here's the scribes. The scribes that wrote the words of the Bible that made everybody a sinner. I don't know, but it kind of feels like that. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but look at that over there. That's quite fascinating. And all the tiles. Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. Interesting. What is possible? This model of Glastonbury Abbey is a conjectural reconstruction of how the monastery might have looked on the eve of its dissolution in 1539. Wow. Traditional construction modeling. Beautiful. And now off we go to the ruins. Are you excited? They're really freaking magical. Oh my God, I'm just standing inside and like, I just have to show you. Are you ready? Just wait till we go outside. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Get ready. Well, I thought I could go outside. Oh, I can. Enter magical wind. Oh, this place is really familiar to me. I've been feeling that, but I didn't want to admit it to myself until I just walked out here. Wow. Man, this whole town is like, it's so intense being here. It's like coming home. Kind of makes me want to cry a little bit, but I'm gonna manage not to. This is so exciting. My gosh. what's down there? I'm going to go down first. Down into the underground. Whoa. Ooh, wow. Feel that. Oh my God. Oh, look, they're doing something over there. What a beautiful day to be filming this when the sun is shining so brightly. I could easily sit right there and meditate. Good night. That would be good. Or right there. Wow. To the well. Huh. Hello. What are they doing behind the curtain? It looks like they're putting together a magic show. A magic.
There were so many things. It was weighing it down.
Magic show. And now I'm going to the well. St. Joseph's Well and Crypt. Whoa. Look at that. Holy moly. Yep. Crazy amazing. So there is the well. It's all closed off now, of course. Back upstairs. Yeah, but definitely organized and created so that you can really get the whole gist of it. Wow. It says 1909 up there on the column. Interesting. So that was reinserted new tiles to hold it together, I guess. I'm not really sure, but it says 1909 on it. Look at that. Wow, that's an incredible view. I really want to sing, but there's people everywhere. So I'm just going to be sort of nonchalant about things. What's over there? I'll visit that later. It's really hard sometimes when you're in a tourist situation to like actually do certain things, like sing and do ceremony with There's a beautiful willow tree right there that I can lay under. Fabulous. Somebody checking it out. Here we go. To the back. You can just wander around, which is really nice. You don't necessarily have to be on a tour. You can see the what do you call it? Where the rainbow light. Where are you? Thank you. Hello, rainbow light. You can see the perimeter of the actual property of where it was. You can actually see they have it all marked out, which is really neat, of the foundation, original foundation of what used to be here. So it says site of north porch, the entrance of the great church from the main gateway in the high street. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You can actually see this is a key. Whoa. Okay, so this drawn out on the land here is a key. That's fascinating. I wonder if anybody's even noticed that. And then where those diamond shapes are where the columns were on each side. So now if you, wow, they even have numbers. So if you come into the center, this was all part of this building. It's no longer here, but look at that. Woo! Ding! Wow. Impressive. Yeah, now this part feels like the part that I've been really curious to visit and attend. It feels like the most magical piece here on the right. There's this side too. However, this side, for whatever reason, this right side has some really interesting energy to it. It's like it's holding a pillar. They're actually, both of these are holding pillars of light inside of them. It's wild. And then there's all this. But just the way they built this with the light and how they knew where the light would shine in specific places. You know, the architects that built these churches, feels like God was the architect, you know? Like, I don't know how else to explain it other than to say it was divinely inspired, clearly. Southeast pyre of the crossing of the western pyres only. One stone in the foundation of the southwestern pyre remains. Whoa. I would have thought that pyre was spelled P-I-R-E. Clearly not. So here's the site of King Arthur's tomb, supposedly. In the year 1191, the bodies of King Arthur and his queen were said to have been found. Whoa, standing on this is really a trip. Were said to have been found on the south side of the Lady Chapel. On 19th April 1278, their remains were removed in the presence of King Edward I and Queen Eleanor to a black marble tomb on this site. This tomb survived until the dissolution of the abbey in 1539. So I'm basically standing on top of a tomb, and wow, I can really actually feel it. Anybody that says that King Arthur is a legend has no idea. Holy shit, dude. Excuse my French. But I'm telling you right now, their energy is here. It's interesting, like, I wonder, ooh, this is the high altar. This is so fascinating. Yeah, the sun coming over there. Wow. I want to sit inside of the high altar, but it's obviously roped off with spikes for a reason. Holy shit. Wow. They are making sure people do exactly what they want them to. Church of St. Andrew. Chapel of St. Andrew. Okay, so the energy's kind of weird over here. It's a sweet lady's laying there on the bench just napping. It's very sweet. In a peaceful place. So gorgeous. I wonder if I can find what that is over there. What is that? Wow. I think I'm going to take your spot.
Oh, please do. I shoved it round so you're facing the sun.
All right, thank you. How lovely. I think this is where I'm going to land. Even though it feels like it might be a little exposed. It'll all work out just fine. Okay. Oh. So I'm just tuning in to my heart space. Just feeling into the transmissions of what's happening here. Seeing if I can feel into the land. Receiving the direct sunlight. Shimayana koyato chuyo pinayana poata. Shimamaya omanaya mochina kayata. Shudadamanaya toyata. Phew. Shimayana koya pa chinaka shimoyana kaya manaka. I can feel the presence of King Arthur and his Lady Guinevere. I can feel the Christed energy of their frequencies. Very obvious to me, energetically. I might even get a sunburn. It's that bright today. Let's melt into the sun and see what comes. I sense that you will receive things yourself about this space, about this place. I can feel an underground tunnel that goes to the door. Wow, it's a long passageway. Maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles even, maybe even further. From here I'm able to see that the Torah has an underground complex. Wow, that makes so much sense. I was wondering that. But now I can see a whole complex underground there. Basically an underground church with pyres and everything. Similar to this and how it may have looked before, except for underground. I don't know if it's in an alternate dimension or if it's actually physical. It looks pretty physical. Looks like it's made from stone or carved out of the land itself, out of the sand. And so the tower itself was the very top. So it goes down into the earth there. That's why that column of light was so strong when I went there. Looks to me that at the bottom of that tower, down in the earth, in the center, is a crystal. It's been taken offline until recently. And it's not all the way online yet either. It seems I have more work to do there. It looks to me that that may be one of the living crystals of Atlantis. It looks to be pink, the pink crystal from the Temple of Love in Atlantis. Which makes perfect sense, to be quite honest. Since I've been here, that this is the heart center of the world. There's an entire tour coming through right now. Gentleman Luke that I showed you earlier is now explaining all of the details of this part of the Abbey. Grand procession. I'm going to close up this prayer for now. Shumoya cha homaya na koya no moya chana mokoya ta. Shaya moya chumoya cha mokoya na moya cha moya na kaya cha. Shoo. Just clearing all the tunnel complexes, all the tunnels going to the tour, just clearing them. It looks like closer to the tour there's a magical spell that actually locks or stops people from going through the tunnel to that area. So there's actually a shield there, but it's not a shield of light. Wow, interesting. So that energy is being siphoned off still. There seems to be a barrier all the way around the tour. Okay, I'm just observing it and letting it be. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Not going to do that. Not going to get some backlash for that situation. All right, then. It looks like the pink rose crystal is actually being siphoned and being utilized. So for the purposes of darkness and control, the control matrix here. All right, we have a young group, so I'm going to go ahead and get up now and go somewhere else. All right, all right. Absolutely gorgeous. What do you suppose about what's underneath, down here, underneath this building? What do you feel? I'm quite curious, actually. It's quite massive, really. It's probably about 3 or 4 stories tall. I find myself laying on my stomach in the great chapel, in the grass. Clearing my heart chakra. This is a place where you can find respite. Just relax and feel into yourself and Gaia and nature. The blades of grass. Hi. You know, very rarely do I wonder if I'm doing the right thing or not. But in moments like this, where I get to truly relax without any sort of preconceived ideas of what I'm doing, and just allow myself to be, and just let myself be. And I let go of the contraction in my heart from the world that we live in. I just get so grateful for how Spirit provides for me. And always has. I just don't have any reason to question that anymore. I never really did. But it's so easy to get caught up in confirmation from the raven. It's really easy to get caught up in the world and what the world thinks of you and what your own negative thoughts think of you and what you think is expected of you. And then I come to a place like this and I just allow myself to let go and witness what is here, what once was, and what is. And how someone has taken the time and energy to preserve the sacred. There aren't that many places in the world that are like this anymore. And it seems that I've been able to visit them. Not that many of them, but the ones that seem to really matter are the ones that I seem to be going to. It's a kid throwing a ball right now. Anyway, I just really wanted to share that with you because with everything that's going on right now in the world, seeing children with their arms ripped off and the pain in their face and the crying and their parents being killed and what they look like after the bomb has hit their home and their town, the only place they've ever known, to have their whole world shattered. It's from places like here that we can say a prayer and make a difference. Graceful Mother, Father of light, the all-knowing, all-powerful energy of the one mind, the one power, the one life, the one activity of all life. We simply recognize that there is only one activity, one life. And so knowing this, we recognize that each and every individual of this world, each human being that is presumably suffering, is one with that power and that presence, that one life. And so knowing this, we command divine and compelling right action to take place. For the benefit of all beings, we command that this energy move in, through, and as each and every individual in this third dimensional realm, in the fifth dimensional realms, in whatever realms of all space and time, to bring forth the all-knowing peace of all that is, and the knowing that everything is perfect in its design. And even though we can't see it yet, and there's evidence of things that we do not feel resonant with, and evidence of things that are out of alignment with that which is the truth of who we are, we simply know that divine and compelling right action is taking place in each and every moment to bring forth the truth of who we are in every single subatomic level of our beingness. That each and every individual that has suffered now connects with the highest aspect of their self. That there's a grand awakening. That brings forth true harmony on this planet and in all dimensions of space and time, on any other parallel earth streams, any other parallel life streams, any concurrent life streams of each and every individual that is living on this planet, on this plane. We just simply soothe this frequency of suffering with the golden salve of God, the crystalline light of the cosmic ocean of light. Knowing that this energy is coming into our form, being imbued within us in every cell of our being, in every atom of our multidimensional energy matrix. bringing forth our original divine blueprint so that our blueprint is online and operating and functioning. And so knowing this, we just simply give thanks. We give thanks for all that has happened and all that will ever be throughout all space and time. And we release this word into the law of love, knowing that it is already done and it cannot return to us unfulfilled. And so it is. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shimina koya chomoyana ka. Shamina yano kayana mo kaya cha. Shamaya no moyano koya moya nayani naya koma cha. Shimayana koya. Shimanayo kaya. Shimoniaka mochinamaka. Shimanakai ocho yenamako yetina hoita moyecho. Shinamanaka, shinamanako. Shimachanamokoya. And so it is.